Have you ever been overwhelmed with a new project before you've even started? I'm here with the Poole brothers, David and Keith, to discuss the process they've implemented to make your next project a success. So guys, what is a typical complaint or downfall that you've seen in a traditional remodeling process?
At Poole Brothers, what we did was we've created a 3-tier cost analysis. So when you come to get a price on the kitchen, we don't just say, well, it'll be $30,000. It could be 30, 40, or 50. But then we can also take you through the showroom during that consultation, and we'll show you like these type of tiles or these type of cabinets will go in the $30,000 column. This type will go in the 40. This would come in the 50. So in most all of those different tiers, you can get a similar look. So what I always tell people is if I can get your vision and I can get your budget, then I can get you the look that you want for the investments you want to make.
So what is the first step in getting started with the Poole brothers?
Well, the first thing would be to give us a call and schedule a discovery call. So our process is 4 steps. There's discover, design, deliver, delight. In the discovery part, you just call in and then they would assist you from there. So there is a team of people that's working, but the client has one point of contact, so they're not confused and getting shifted around from point to point, you know.
Would you say that this method makes it easier for your customers?
I think so. So I have to go back on an experience that I had one time when I actually, before we were doing the remodeling, we had a house built. You'd go to about 7 or 8 different places. Then you'd have a contractor, then you'd have, if you did was have a designer, could pay to hire a designer, you'd have a designer. And so you've got 8 or 10 different people involved, and how do you know they're all communicating? How do you know they're all on the same page? And so behind that, I was like, well, it'd be a lot easier if you had all the products in one place, one team of people, the designer, the builder, everybody comes together. So a lot of that running around that the client was having to do, we take that off of them.
Having it all at one place with a common team, that was a big thing. You know, having somebody that coordinates all of it.
Right.
Because beforehand, you go to the cabinet shop, you pick out your cabinet and your hardware. Then you go pick out your floor covering. Well, they might clash when you get them in. And then as the homeowner, the contractor just says, well, you picked all this out. So there's no person that takes the bull by the horns and make sure that all of it matches.
How did you guys go from working in construction and flooring to now being a one-stop shop all under the same roof?
This is not a new concept in general. It is for our town where we are, but I mean, if you went to some of your bigger cities, you would have that. And so why should someone from Albany or the Albany area have to drive to Atlanta or to Macon or to Tallahassee to get a service that they wanted? And so we wanted to bring that here as well. So I had seen the model. I had a colleague that was in another town that had the model and kind of talking through him, and we kind of based it off of that.
What are some of the preconceptions that you see in working with clients in regards to their past experiences?
A lot of them they're accustomed to the old way renovations is done, so they're comfortable with the old way. So sometimes when we start talking about processes or first steps, sometimes it's people don't understand, well, why do you want me to do that? But helping people understand that the processes were built to serve them. And if they understand that the processes are built to serve them so that we can provide them a better service, we're not doing it because we're trying to be hard to deal with. We're trying to do it because we want to help people.
What are some of the stories from your clients when they've tried to do it all on their own with various contractors, and then they realize that you take care of all the headaches for them, that you are the one-stop shop?
We focus on kitchens. So instead of, doing a lot of general renovations and doing a couple kitchens a year, we're probably doing 30 or 40 kitchens a year. Another side of it is being able to have the design of it, and then also being able to build what you design. So we're taking it from a concept, and they're looking for us to create a solution, and then they've said we've got X amount of dollars to do it with. Then we can provide a solution for that, and it's handled in one whole with pretty much one point of contact through the whole thing.
One of the biggest advantages, I think, to going with you guys is that you're both trustworthy family men who truly do serve others the way that you would want to be serviced, and you put yourself in their shoes when designing a home. Can you tell me more about the personal touch that you guys put on each and every project that you have?
I think that we both care so much about the person that we're doing the work for that, I find myself going to the job sites that, I'm there sometimes on Saturdays, I'm there late in the evenings, I'm crawling in attics, I'm crawling under houses. I'm actually getting in all the spaces a lot of times that people are working to make sure their work is done the way it's supposed to be. When you move into a space that we've done work on, that it's safe, it's good for your family, it's gonna last you. Both of us care about the person that we're working for.
Yeah, there's been times when I actually design a space and you start to get to know the family. I mean, it might sound crazy, but you actually visualize them spending their Thanksgiving dinner there, their Christmas dinner there, being able to prepare the space for it, and you know that you're fixing to create, like the kitchen is the heart of the home. So much goes into the kitchen. And so it's not just another job. Every job is, I mean, I think every job for us is, there's a level of commitment to do it the best.
And it's a personal, how would you do this at your own house? When we walk through those projects on site with the customers, a lot of times we're talking through how you use this home. How are you going to traffic this home? Do you want the switch to come on here? How do you want this light to work? There's a lot of little things that people really need to think about how they're going to use that space that we try to
iron those out on the front end, because while you're at work stressed out in the middle of your day, you don't need the contractor calling you for a decision that should have been made 2 months ago. So we try to figure it all out in the design phase. That way when it does get to the deliver phase, that you can continue doing what you're supposed to be doing while we're taking care of what you've hired us to do.
Guys, thanks so much for your time today. I really loved learning not only about your business, but the heart behind why you do what you do.